everyone. So today we are going to be going through the whole hand wash process, showing you guys how easy it actually is, because it does definitely sound like a tedious task. But we will be showing you all the different types of soaps that we have in our store, and as well as just different ways to wash depending on how often you wash your bras. And
why you should never put your bras in the washing machine,
Yes.
under any circumstance.
Yes.
Just don't do that.
So basically what we have here is a little makeshift setup. You definitely can use a sink, a bathtub if you're washing multiple pieces. But we just kind of set up these little buckets here, so we're gonna show you quick. So we do have a couple of bras here. These ones are from our Supportive Start room, so they are
Pre-loved.
pre-loved,
Pre-worn.
pre-worn. So we definitely can show you guys how clean these guys can get. We have a molded bra style here, as well as a non-molded, which we call a cut and sewn. So you can definitely wash these
Pretty much the same way, I would
Yeah.
say. The only difference between the two styles is I tend to lay my soft cups or my cut and sewn bras flat to dry, whereas with molded cups you would definitely want to make sure that your cup has been like pressed out, so you don't want to let it dry out flat and squishy like that.
Yeah.
But besides that, the washing instructions are basically the same.
And definitely with these ones, it's important to avoid the washer because it can cause wrinkling in the actual cup, which then can in turn show through your clothes and not make it as smooth as it seems. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna be using Soak to start. So this one is biodegradable, vegan. It's a no rinse formula, which we actually have two of. We also have the Eucalyptus here, which is lanolin based.
Pop that soap in your container here.
And
You basically just pour a little bit into a bucket or a basin, preferably under running water. It kind of soaks in better. So
Yeah.
we'll just kind of simulate that.
And I used a cap full because we're just going to be washing 2 bras today. This is going to give a little bit of a lighter wash, so definitely if you wash more frequently, this will work well for you, just because it's not as deep of a clean as something like, say, our Forever New, which comes in a powder form and a liquid form. But what I really like about this one is that it actually can become like a paste, so it's a little bit of a stain remover, and we're going to be demonstrating that as well, so you can actually use them together. So what we'll do here is we have the soap in there.
So this is just lukewarm water, not too hot, not too cold, honestly whatever you've got. The great thing about, Abby's gonna start washing.
Yeah.
The great thing about Soak is that it actually catches on, the actual soap catches onto the little dirt particles, and as you swish it around, you have to make sure you've got enough water in your tub. You don't wanna just kind of, it has to be fully submerged.
Yeah.
And it pulls it right out and it puts the dirt particles into the water. So you're gonna see your water get really nasty. It's gonna get really kind of gray and grungy.
Which is good.
Which is good. It means it's pulling your body oil out, it's pulling all of your extra deodorant, it's pulling any extra dye from your fabrics that might be in there, maybe causing some irritation.
Totally.
It's really gentle, lots of different scents available. I think Abby's using yuzu, which is kind of like fruity floral mixture. It's very subtle.
And there's also unscented.
Unscented, really great for sensitive skin, or if you just don't like to smell like a pineapple all day. So this is great. She's gonna kind of swish them around in here, just let them kind of get fully submerged. Also, what I tend to do is I tend to take my band and I just kind of give it an extra little rub just under the armpit. Even if you're washing them after 2 wears, sometimes you get a little bit of buildup right under where you would wear deodorant.
And realistically, you don't need to you know, scrub them too much or put a lot of effort into this aspect. That's the whole point of the no rinse formula. You can kind of just put them in, soak them, and then go about your day, because the water itself will do the cleaning for you. But again, I'm going to demonstrate with the Forever New here. If I do need a deeper clean on one of my bras, what I would do is, start with a wet hand and just kind of pour some in, so that I can create a little bit of a paste, and then add some water in there. So as we can see here, it's kind of setting up a little bit and just kind of creating an exfoliant almost for the bra itself.
It's pretty nasty on that side.
Yeah, so I'll just kind of pop it on there and
just give it a little scrub.
Scrub.
Very softly. This one you want to work into a little bit more. This is going to make a nice lather kind of with a bubble. With the no rinse formulas though, you're not necessarily going to get a lot of bubbly, a lot of sudsy. They've actually taken that chemical out that creates the bubble. because it's a more natural product, and it's definitely a chemical that creates all that lather like you get from shampoos and wash soaps and stuff like that.
So you can even see, just from me doing that it's already lightening up compared to the actual band here, which was the same color. So you don't have to scrub for too long, but just get a good kind of base scrub, and then again, while it's soaking, it will do the cleaning, right? So we'll just do that little piece just so we can kind of compare at the end, but it already, you know, looks a little bit better. And I'll just put that back in there. And
so we say 15 to 20 minutes. That's anything more than that is kind of, I mean, unnecessary. You could definitely leave them in there. It's not going to damage your product at all.
Yep.
But after 15 or 20 minutes, the cleaning's going to get itself done. If you feel like it needs another wash or it's still not quite there, either opt for a deeper cleaning soap like this guy right here, or empty your water out, give it another soak with a more fresh soap and fresh water.
Yeah, and with the no rinse formula, we don't necessarily need to rinse it. Sometimes I feel like I do like to rinse it, especially if I do the combination of the Forever New, because that is a rinse.
This I find leaves almost like a chalky residue if you don't rinse it out. So this I would definitely rinse quite thoroughly until your water runs clear with no more bubbles.
And you can kind of feel it too when it's still in the fabric.
It gets tacky almost.
Definitely.
But if we hadn't used that Forever New under the armpit, if we had just been doing a really gentle soak, maybe you've only worn your bra 1 or 2 times and you're just kind of giving it a refresh, you don't even need to rinse it. Abby would just take this right out of the water.
So like for this one example, we don't have to do anything crazy to that. We can just pop that one in here.
Just gonna pop it into my dry bin.
And then we can pour some water on that if we want.
If you needed to. Also, if you find that you chose a scent that you don't love or you're not crazy about, one more rinse will actually get the scent out, because that is the only thing that's gonna linger in this soap. So as you see, you just kind of want to squeeze the extra water out carefully. You never would squeeze this way because you don't want to pull the fabric. You want to go with the shape of the cup. Just give it a gentle squeeze. My straps, I always make sure to get because they like to drip dry and they drip all over the floor.
Definitely recommend usually just have like 3 bras in rotation. So if you are washing 2, you still have 1 to wear until those 2 are dry, and then you can kind of rotate through those and make sure that you're still getting, you know, good wear out of all your bras and not leaving any of them behind.
They're also gonna last you longer.
Definitely.
Right? If you have kind of 2 or 3 or even 3 or 4 in rotation and you can keep them clean and keep them moving in cycles, you don't end up wearing the same bra for 5 days in a row, which isn't bad, but the elastic's gonna stretch a little quicker. It's gonna be harder to get those deeper set stains out.
Yeah.
So, you know, a couple of times a week, maybe wear your bra twice, give it a little wash. If you are gonna wear it more frequently and wash less frequently, then opt for a sturdier soap here.
Yeah.
So we've also got the activewear wash. So this is going to be really great if you've got sports bras, or if you've got really kind of like sweaty leggings, anything that has like kind of like that sweaty, stinky smell you just can't get out in the machine. This is really gentle, but it does a really good job of cleaning. So this is your go-to. If you don't want to purchase a separate product, or you just feel like you have like 5 different soaps for different jobs, Soak is the way to go. This product is amazing. You can use this, super versatile. So you can use it on swimwear, you can use it on delicates, you can use it on activewear. But if you are worried about the scent of your activewear, this is definitely a little bit stronger. It's kind of the equivalent to this guy as far as everyday bras go. And that's pretty much it. You're set to go. Keeps your bras in much better shape. Please do not put them in the washing machine. It ruins them really quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want that.
All right, so that's all we have for this week, guys, and I guess we will be seeing you next week for another video.